We just need to practice.
Welcome to Charlotte, North Carolina, Bank of America Stadium, and the Dukes Mayo Classic. This ought to be a fantastic showdown and just the flavor every college football fan can't wait for. And the Wildcats have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hilltoppers offense will get the football first. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time, and we'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game, because David, obviously, having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first time doing it with bullets flying live, so he's got a lot of talent. He's got speed, but what does that chemistry look like with the guy throwing him the football? That's what I want to see.
Well, and the good thing is you've got tape and you've seen he's done in the college. Like, you already know what he is. Now it's about taking using his strengths. How do you use him in this offense early on in the season to really take advantage of his talents?
Here's a heat. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They'll give it to the back. Major gaps in that defense.
Yeah, I tell you we're going to lack some defense this year.
The Hilltoppers look to keep this drive humming. Under fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. Trying play action. Unloads it left. And they can't make the connection.
Overthrow.
Let's talk for just a second about Western Kentucky. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the offense to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you take
Watch
people
out.
off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will take the field for the first time. And Jesse, if there's an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has read the emotion of being really high and really low, and so those experiences, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking.
Breaks into the open. At the 20. Touchdown, Wildcats. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Under fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Kendricks. Fires one high and deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down.
1 for 2.
How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Morgan. Oh, he's got some space. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his 2nd right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him. B, getting it to him quickly.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterbacks got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and I give back that last score.
I don't know what goes to the playoffs.
Back the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Gets it past the marker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Offside. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out 1st downs on a penalty. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Hilltoppers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. It'll be a draw. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. The Hilltoppers come to the line on
They can't really pass right now.
Looking to pass. It's Kendricks. He's got him in the flat. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And the Hilltoppers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Caught behind the line. It's Morgan. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it out to 49.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this.
There he goes. He's at the, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get
We
the ball in
are
his hand.
really
Once you get it in his
good.
hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the
But we gotta have
out in
defense
space.
this
Their
season.
vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead.
Ball grade need a new coach. I mean, let's just tuck it.
This drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Kendricks.
Or a new quarterback.
Caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Hilltoppers will try to pin them back with the punt. Now on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for a fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Sets up the screen. Turns it on midfield. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. First play of the period, 1st down here. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Oh, he's got a chance. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Morgan. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky! precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
A-time, Western Kentucky. A-time.
Makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Hey, this will be a lesson for Western Kentucky. Be prepared.
Come out to the 25-yard line.
On offense, we don't even got the greatest defense. What average? Or good.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage.
That's it, which is good, not great, like last year.
They're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be tricky for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. And the Hilltoppers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll go to the sneak. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
All right, they're going right now.
Hand off to the single back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. He'll try it again. And he never had a chance.
I mean, it will work for the passing. They go right.
Looking to throw, it's Kendricks. There's the pressure. And the defense got him at the 27. The Hilltoppers will put it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Takes it on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. And they've gotten a superb performance from their senior quarterback. He's been turnover-free. They're moving the ball up and down the field. A really mature performance.
And with that run goes over 100 yards, we knew coming into this game tonight they wanted to force-feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
Wants to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is the 36. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The give on the counter. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run down in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Turning it on! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Making side adjustments here. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. To the air. It's in goal. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Complete downfield. much more to the board with that trip to the house. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all of them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel-good. And the other side, well, they're just taking that right to the face.
Well, I mean, if they knew how to pass ball, they would be great. 4 for 12 and 1 interception and sacked multiple times. Not great.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the
That was just a bad pass.
The incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop.
Yeah, nice try.
Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Hilltoppers send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. To the air, it's in goal. Finds the tight end. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. Plenty of work to do here on second and
Oh,
goal.
man, what up 35?
Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. He's going for the big play. Got it inside the 10. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're sticking.
And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And man, the defense really needed to stop. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And good work by the coverage team to get the
I'm about to bring my walk on to the second.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll run the option. And he was fortunate not to lose.
Don't know what that was for.
Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't know you getting nervous for the pass.
And they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Unloads.
Hey, car
He steps
pass.
out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Back to throw, it's Kendricks. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. Makes the catch. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, and time is running short. The throw to the outside is complete. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking for a man. It's in goal. Buying some time as he moves left. Balls in the deep ball. They finally make the stop, and that will make those halftime stats look nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And how can we begin our analysis of that 1st half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge...
Oh, look at that. Our future quarterback.
on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I don't think they got really good defense.
When he has the football in his hands, he can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started the second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. And this will push the offense back as they mark it dead at the 10.
That is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the Gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They'll move the tight end. The give from the gun. Finds a place at the 20. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Quickly complete. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Second down coming up. He leaves it with his back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, it's Kendricks. Grabs it in the middle. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. The Hilltoppers will bring the punt team onto the field. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. As if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. They'll go back to the ground. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Unleashes one deep. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. They want to forget the kick. He's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had won it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing.
Western Kentucky must be the worst team this year.
If you're the more physical team, if you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to throw. It's Kendricks. Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
Pass interference. Defense.
The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. They're going to run it. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. A little screen to the running back. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Line getting set on 2nd down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. On the move. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down pass.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop again. It's a fake. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. You want to be bold and daring, but sometimes you got to know when to just take the 3. Offense working from the pistol. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? And off from the shotgun.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats.
Lofts one high and deep. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. And the Hilltoppers will punt this one away.
Oh, that was a bad.
Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the
They're really laying us play.
The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Back to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in a year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up for the PAT. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Stanford went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Cardinal ever do that? Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Smith dropping the pass. Quickly out to the tight end.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something in.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. They punted away on 4th down. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
And this is exactly where you're going to be as an offensive coordinator. Like, when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in big 3 formation for the rest of this one. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Power football with the run. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one. We waited so long.